How's it going, everybody? I'm Jeff Slakey, continuing my candidate conversations, and it's another Shelton School Board conversation. I'm with Karla Knudsen-Johnston, who is running in the Shelton School Board District 1 position. She currently holds the position that Marilyn Ward had and has been filling that for the last year or so. How are you?
I am fine. Glad to have you here today.
It's nice to talk with you. And you've been on the school board for a year now and running in a new position for a full term. How has it been on the school board? I mean, you were a former teacher.
That's correct.
And you applied to fill this slot.
Yes. Well, it's been a great education. I've been in education. I know what it's like to work in the elementary schools, but looking at the bigger picture has certainly been an eye-opener. Just knowing all the pieces that go together in a district is it's a very complicated machine. And I would say that learning policy and what a board member does has been a good education for me, because it's not that we're going to micromanage every school. We are there for the bigger picture. And so learning about the budget has also been a really interesting component, because that's the teacher just does not look at the whole district's budget. So I'd say that I've learned a lot about the whole school system, and I also learned a lot about our community, just that there are different factors. They want different things for their children, all valid, but just different ideas out there.
Yeah, how do you go about kind of being in that microcosm of a teacher in one school, in one grade, then to see the whole thing? I mean, you're seeing all aspects of this, and when it comes to engaging the community, I watched the school board meetings, and I know there are very passionate folks from both sides of the issues here. How do you try to build that consensus within the school board, or when you're out at the store and somebody sees you?
Yes. Well, I think listening. People want to be heard, and that is the biggest thing I can do, is listen and ask questions, because I want to know more, what brought them to that conclusion. And usually there's a story behind how they feel about something. So then I think that we need to think critically about what people want, and if other people want that, then we need to react to it, because we're representing the community.
Sure. Talk to me a little bit about where the school board fits in between kind of making those decisions, between what OSPI at the state level mandates into the districts, and then how you take those recommendations and things and implement them into the district. How have you been able to do that?
Yes. We have changed a lot of policy over the last year because we needed to update to new Washington laws. And there's an organization, WASDA, the Washington State School Directors Association, that really helps give us an example how to write that into our policy. So when the state decides they're going to change the law on testing for dyslexia, which is a very current topic, they want all kids screened for that language disorder, then we need to put that into our policy, and we really need to address it. So if it comes from OSPI, they usually have interpreted the Washington state law, and we need to change, and we need to educate the public that these are new laws, that we're not just throwing this out there because we had a whim. We are trying to live up to the Washington state Constitution.
Sure. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the Shelton School District in relation to different school districts in ESD, where would you say the school district is landing right now, and what are some of the kind of, I guess, pet projects that you like to champion for the kids in the district?
Yes. Well, I think we have a good district, and we have some very dedicated educators. And I see the passion in the teachers wanting to do the right things for the kids. So I think that's our strength. Mm-hmm. And as far as how we land, well, we could look at test scores. That's a very interesting thing, because I gave the Common Core Smarter Balance when I was teaching, and it was 8 years ago, so it may have evolved. It's a very challenging test. They're asking little 8-year-olds to really take information, synthesize it, and then write some paragraphs about it, which is a very challenging thing for a young child. And if they're not quite there in their reading skills yet, it then makes it even more. So I'd say that I don't want to go on state testing as how are we doing, but I want to say that if we can take those kids where they're coming at, where they come to us, and we can move them to a higher level, then we have great success.
What would you say if you were to answer this question? A vote from me is a vote for blank in the Shelton School District.
Well, I'd like to think that I bring is a vote for fairness and integrity, because I'd like to think I think things over carefully and not only look at my first instinct, but look at others' opinion.
She's currently on the school board fulfilling Marilyn Ward's position, but going for her own slot this upcoming November. It's Karla Knudsen-Johnston, and she's running for Shelton School Board District 1. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.